This short video will walk through the kindergarten and first grade flowchart that can assist district MTSS teams and school MTSS teams to create a standard protocol for interventions. This flowchart is available in PDF for download. The first steps in developing a standard protocol for interventions in early literacy are to determine your intervention matrix and your intervention entry rules. The intervention matrix refers to developing and defining the actual intervention that will take place. What curriculum and practices will be used? What staff will provide the intervention? When will it take place? And other similar questions regarding the environment, curriculum, instruction, and intensification of the intervention. When developing the intervention matrix, you might like to use the intervention matrix documents found in the Moodle course. The intervention entry rule refers to the decisions and scores on assessments that will warrant individual students entering an intervention. When developing intervention entry rules, the district and school MTSS teams will need to examine the universal screening system, including assessments that will determine the student need for intervention and the capacity of the system or school to support students in the intervention. Several tools in the course will help this step, including the Intervention Resource Planning tool and the resources associated with building a universal screening system. Once the universal screening system, intervention matrix, and entry rules are defined, the next step is to complete the universal screening. When we are looking at literacy and in kindergarten and first grade, it is important to pay specific attention to the measures of phonemic awareness and phonics. Schools have access to DIBELS measures for kindergarten and first grade, which do a very nice job of assessing the key indicators associated with proficiency in these areas of reading. The next layer is one we've discussed quite a bit when building an MTSS, which is to analyze the screening data at the grade level. It will be important to first look at the grade level before we look at class or individual student information to assist in determining if core instruction in the area of early literacy is sufficient to meet the needs of our students. If less than 80% of our students are meeting the threshold, then before moving to intervention or at the same time as moving to intervention, it will be imperative that the school team, possibly with assistance from the district, examine how to intensify instruction for all students in the area of early literacy. If we need to intensify and work on core instruction, there will always still be students requiring intervention. For those students who meet the defined rule for requiring intervention, they will enter the well-defined intervention program or protocol defined in the intervention matrix. The progress of the group of students and the progress of individual students should be monitored to ensure an effective intervention program for the group and ensure progress for individual students. Ideally, this process takes place each time you screen all students, so we are constantly analyzing and responding to the needs in core, as well as providing supplemental intervention to those who require it. As you can see, to implement this type of intervention system, it will take planning, coordination, and support from the district and school-based MTSS teams.